Happy Saturday, everyone. Hope all is well. Y'all see where I'm at the beautiful Montebello Lake. I wanted to bring my niece. I wanted to bring my niece to that playground, but I'm like, if I bring her to that playground, how am I going to get a little walk in? I really don't call these workouts. It's more therapeutic for me. So yeah, it's really therapeutic. Is there anybody on? I was told this don't give notifications no more. My brother who just came home, I had made him a YouTube, and I be checking his phone. And he like, no, I don't get no notifications. And I did click notification for him to get notifications, but he don't get it. So I don't know. This YouTube stuff, don't know nothing about it. If it wasn't for this stuff going on with me, y'all would not know my name. Y'all would not know who I am. I swear. If it was not for this stuff, this following, stalking, and harassment, bullying, gang stalking, you round it up to psychological warfare. That's what it's all about. I mean, that's what you can call all of that all up in one. If it wasn't for, this, y'all would not even know my name. Y'all would not even hear from me. Like this stuff, like I'm not used to it. And that's why I probably I don't know. I don't be pressed to get on here. I just want to know why this is going on with me, who's behind it. Like I said, I live such an honest life. I don't care. Oh, I got 3 likes. Ooh, I don't care. I hope all is well. Yeah, it is a nice place. It must be from Baltimore. Montebello is a nice, quiet place. Yesterday, after I came from the post office, I didn't take my niece to the playground. By the time she fell asleep in the car, so I just went in the house. But the helicopters was really smart and drove around on my block for a whole hour straight, which I told y'all, that's nothing new. Oh, I got 4 likes, y'all. Y'all gonna have me flip this camera around. What they say? Is this the east side? Yeah. East side, east side. I was born and raised on the east side. Then my mother moved to west side. Let me tell you, it's not a place in Baltimore I can't go. All the projects. And it's so funny, guys. I never lived in Lafayette projects, which that's where I spent the most of my time at. I had a cousin who lived down there. She wasn't a cousin that I hung with. Like my cousins that we all hung together, we didn't hang with them, so to speak. They was like our little cousins. But when I tell you, that's my mother's youngest sister. When I tell you that was the house that was so fun, and I stayed down there. When I wanted to get away, and my aunt, my youngest aunt, she loved music, so she had the latest everything. Like when it comes to music, I remember I first heard My Adidas by Run DMC down there. She was like, y'all gotta come down here. I just bought Run DMC album. And she had a little component set she had from Rent Center. Oh man, those was the days. But yeah, it's not a project that I have not been in. But we never lived in like the high rises. But you know, Cherry Hill, they not high rises, but it's the projects. Y'all know if y'all from Baltimore. But yep, quiet old Montebello. My daughter got me out here, guys. I did not want to be walking out here. Y'all, I'm gonna show y'all this guy that's coming up. His whole body covered. He's coming up right now. Already said God bless him. When I'm around Montebello, look at him. When I'm around Montebello and I see the guys, I'll say it like in my head, like they won't know I'm saying it, because a lot of people don't believe in Christ. A lot of people, you know, be like, wait, man, don't be asking God to bless me. Like, you know, you just can't. I just say it in my head. But like if I'm in my car driving, I'll say it aloud. It's just a habit that I've been doing since, let me tell you, y'all know, being raised in a household full of boys, I done seen their weakness, seen their disappointments, seen grown men cry, seen the system fail them, lie on them. I done seen a judge tell my dark-skinned brother when he was, you know, telling the judge that, and it's just a black America. I'm not trying to bring weight down on y'all. It's a beautiful Saturday. I'm just saying, seeing it all, and you know, my brother, you know, tried to tell his case. This way before cell phones, guys. You know, I meant the camera phones that the police have. Like, that wasn't me. They planted this on me. And again, my brother, grown man. This is in the early 90s, late 80s. And a judge told my brother, you think I'm gonna listen to a black nigga? In the court, it's on transcripts. But again, guys, that's why I said us black people were so asleep for so long. We thought that was okay. And it's in transcripts today. Well, I don't know. Knowing them, they probably took it out. But he told him, sit down. You think I'm gonna listen to you, a little black nigga, over this white police officer? So those type of things just gives me I wouldn't say sympathy, but empathy. Right? Yeah, you can say it. Sympathy, empathy. Yeah, so I have a habit, and just being out in the streets of Baltimore, I done seen a lot of illegal things from the police side. And yeah, but I hope everybody day is great. Oh yeah, Baltimore have really great house. That's what I'm saying, guys. Look at that. It's not all bad in Baltimore. It's not all bad in Baltimore, Maryland, guys. It's not. Y'all hear so much bad stuff in Baltimore. Like I know, like for instance, this month, I gotta go and get my gun license renewed. So the wear and carry is every 2 years, and the gun license that you can have in your home, that is 10 years. So it's 2 years. It's time for me to get my gun license renewed. And when I called to do the 8-hour class, you know, the 8-hour class or whatever, I thought it was a man that owned that business, but it was a girl. And she said, okay, it's $175 for the 8-hour class. You got to do $50 down payment. And I'm like, okay, you know, we can do the $50 down payment. So when the name of the gun class didn't come up. She said, punch in my number. So I called her back like, girl, stop playing with me. Like, I know the girl. And I said, oh my gosh, and I was like, oh my gosh, I haven't seen you in a long time. How have you been? She got stores all over Baltimore. But being so I didn't see her in a long time, and the gun class that she got is under her businesses that she still have today in Baltimore, right? First one, I remember the first one. Now she got like them all over Baltimore, but whatever. But I know her personally. I'm like, my goodness. So I said, well, where have you been? She said, I've been around. I said, you still in Baltimore? She said, girl, where am I going? Where am I going? And when I say she's well off, like, I remember when she first got that first business that's still here today. This was in 2005. She would pull up to that store, and I ain't even gonna say what kind of car, but in a very sporty, luxury, expensive cars. And back then, girls, it was very rare for girls to have those type of cars. It was always, you would see boys with those type of luxury, sporty cars. But long story short, she's still here, and this girl, well off, and it was good hearing from. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. When I went to your class, I said, when I went to your class, I didn't you wasn't there. She was like, I got the crazy butt. Yeah, he's such fun. He's so fun. The guy who she said that's her cousin, so he does the class. But she said when I go and get my license renewed, she's gonna do that class. She's like, I haven't seen you in so long. Like I was one of the ones who kept her business afloat, because it was one of those stores where nobody really knew, and I would always go in there and shop, take my daughter in there and shop. But so yeah, I'm saying all that to say, she could have moved anywhere, but she's still here. So all of Baltimore is not a bad place. Now, how the inner cities with all that spray painting and all that, and I think that's really politics. And you watch many of my lives, you'll understand what I mean by that. But it's not a bad place. It's not. A lot of nice homes. Areas, a lot of nice areas, a lot of nice neighborhoods. Because you gotta understand, it gotta be good place. It gotta be some parts good, because you got the older people here, and it's everywhere where it's bad areas. And when I say bad areas, I'm just saying some neighborhoods that people may look at as bad. Cherry Hill, Brooklyn, Westport. Those not bad to me. My footprint's all in those areas. You know what I mean? They're all in those areas, and I can go anywhere. So I don't look at Baltimore as being a bad place in its whole. You got some inner cities that's not so good, but Baltimore overall, we need a new mayor. I'll tell you that. We need a new mayor, because that one, y'all already know. I done told y'all about him. But yep, guys, I hope all is well. I hope everybody is doing well. And I said, let me go on live, because this thing right here. So these things, you know them things with the lines. Let me see if y'all can see it. And they look like jets. They look like jets when they fall away with the lines in the air. Everybody got them across America. So those, and I did say in one of my lives, and I think kind of yesterday, what I said, I see some things. So those are not jets. Those are what looks like airplanes, and those are those dots that sit in front of my house. Now, I know, I'm letting y'all know now, this may be too much for some people, but I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. Y'all can turn it off. It show one person on, sorry. But those jets looking things that looks like it's like a line going across, those are actually airplanes. what looks like airplanes, but those are the Starlight satellites that sits in front of my house. And just before I came on live, they took two bright, not this one that I'm showing, but it was one on my left side, and you see right here, you see that? So that's what I'm talking about. They took, and you see them all over. I see a lot of people posting them, saying that they are dropping chemicals down into the inner cities. And you see them in I see wealthy people, wealthy neighborhoods. I seen this New Jersey neighborhood that got like big homes, like Real Housewives of New Jersey type homes, was showing them and asking what it is. This was a while ago though, but those are actually airplanes. There are no jets, and those airplanes are the Starlight satellites that I show in so many of my videos. If y'all first saw it in my my documentary that's up here on this page, y'all can go check that out. Those are actually airplanes, and how I discovered it, one day I have it on camera. I didn't show y'all yet. That's why I say that's why these officials don't want to sit down with me, because they know once I show them this proof, they're gonna. It's no denying it. It's no denying it. They sit in front of my window, and one day I left my phone in my window, not actually in my window, but kind of like how I had it. It was peeping through the mini blinds. So I woke up the next day. That Starlight satellite actually came close, came really close, came low, came down, flew away. It was a big old airplane, guys. I'm not telling y'all not. And I actually got like 5, 6 different footage. Venue this. I just didn't want to say it right now, but when they took big bright light up, when they just flashed that light on me, I decided to come and tell y'all. And the helicopters have not been out, so y'all hear how quiet it is. The helicopters have not been out, but these things keep coming out, and they just took a bright light, took flashes on me, right? So where I'm going with this, again, guys, I told y'all we're not alone. Those Starlight satellites, go in any of my surveillance videos, you'll see them. I show them a lot. And I even showed y'all one on the Nope video where they backed up and went away, like they backed into the clouds and went away. Those are really big airplanes. But guys, so this is the thing. I want y'all to listen up. They look like airplanes, but they're really drones, guys. And this is why I didn't want to tell y'all, because I know it sounds crazy, and it may sound crazy to some. Now, when I say that aliens is among us, I really believe that they have ties with our government, whoever these aliens are. Just hear me out, and it's just my theory. This is just my theory. I don't want y'all to run with it. This is just what I think. Their contract is to stay in the sky right now, right? Their contract, and I feel like I want to just shut up because I don't want nobody thinking I'm crazy. But again, this is just my opinion. It's not facts. This is just what I've been experiencing and what I have on footage. And when I first saw it, blew my mind. And I got like 3 different footage of that dot. That looked like a regular little flashing star come close, and it's an airplane. And I really believe that you gotta already understand. So if an alien can make their UFO look light, like a feather, and float and things like that, they can do that with what we call airplanes, right? But I think we seen it as an airplane, and that was the contract to the government. You can be amongst the humans, but it can't be UFOs. It gotta be some type of other aircraft. And guys, so y'all know, I said it's a red airplane, an airplane with a red back, and a blue airplane, right? And when I show y'all, even when I'm on live, many of my lives, I'm showing y'all this big old airplane. I really believe they're UFOs, but we are looking at them as airplanes because they can't. If it's a UFO, of course the citizens will be concerned, right? So they can't make it as a UFO because I got on those same airplanes, guys, that I show y'all in my videos, and y'all see they stop and then they go. I believe that they're UFOs. I believe that they're UFOs, and those are the same. I swear to y'all, I'm not lying. Y'all know I'm not lying. Y'all know I can drop a video right now and show y'all when I get in the house. Those little dots, and I always knew it, right? I just didn't tell y'all about it. Those little dots that look like dots, I got on, again, I got footage of those dots that sit in the sky, just sitting. They are actually airplanes, what looks like airplanes to us, but they're drones. And I seen, blew my mind. You know what? I would say I'm gonna show y'all. I'd rather show officials because when I post it, don't nobody watch it. Cause I can show y'all that dot coming towards me, and it turns into a really big airplane. I got it on footage, but I'm not gonna post it because when I post it, don't nobody want to see it. I don't get no views, get 3-4 views, but I just thought I explain it to y'all. Again, that's just my theory, and y'all know I keep everything up. If they don't cut it out, they're staying up, and I'm gonna see how this is gonna age. But I believe that the UFO, the government has, I believe the government has a contract, is dealing with, should I say, is dealing with in communication with people from other planets. And of course, they would be considered aliens to us because they're not, here as American citizens. So that's what I believe. And I believe that those airplanes are drones. Those airplanes are UFOs. And to be amongst us, and I'm just saying, again, I'm saying it because my experience, how they stopped, how they take pictures of me, how at night, the footage I got at night, I showed family members. It blows their mind, like, and everybody want to know, but why you? Why? I don't know, but again, I'm not even worried about that. I want to know, why do I have been followed, stalked, harassed, bullied? And you guys gotta also understand, this is beyond aircrafts. And I even think about, remember guys, I told y'all about in one of my lives, which is still up, I watched it a few weeks ago, about the gang stalking. And I didn't know what gang stalking was. And remember, before I sold my home that I was living in for over 20 years, these little young black guys came. And guys, don't think for a second that the government don't have black people working for them. Don't think for a second. Look, I showed y'all the video of that young guy. That guy, not young guy, but the guy that was a FBI informant. And he, gave a lot of game on their addiction with black people. So don't think today that we don't have black informants or black government workers. And maybe those boys was, hey, y'all want to go to jail, or do y'all want to deal? That's how they get a lot of these black people, And when I look back after the guy told me about psychological warfare that was on that website that told us that this is psychological warfare, what I'm going through, I automatically thought about that. Them little young black boys came at my home, acting like somebody. Y'all know the story. The ones who watched my live know the story. That's why I say if you miss a live, you miss a lot. But yeah, when I think about it, I'm like, you know what? That was gang stalking. That was purposely done. And yeah, guys, believe it or not. And look at black people have been working for the FBI for years. How you think they got close to Malcolm X? How you think they got close to the Black Panthers, you know, in those times? So it's nothing new. And even when I told y'all, when I came to y'all 10/10/24, and I told y'all about me getting drove off a road, even when I told y'all about me, excuse me guys, even when I told y'all about me getting drove off a road in that white truck, that was a black guy. I don't know if I told y'all, but yeah, that was a black guy a heavy set black guy, well dressed, a white collar shirt, and drove me off a road, right on Harford Road. So don't. And then he laughed when I looked back, when my car was just sitting in the middle of the street. He looked at me, laughed, and rolled off. And that was the beginning of when I was like, wait a minute, something is going on. So I'm saying all that to say, gang stalking is real. And so yeah, before the aircraft, and y'all see on one of my shorts that people was on top of roofs getting with, you know, was it monopolies? I never can say that right, binoculars. But you know, y'all see it is up on my channel now, of a short with a guy on a roof. And I'm just trying to get back then, you know, trying to get a chicken box. I think a chicken box or a sub or something. I was at a carry out. So guys, this stuff is real, what's going on with me. And through it all, God got me. And it's a beautiful day. Back in the day when I was young, I used to be out here all the time. But I used to come 5 in the morning before you couldn't pay me to come at 5 in the morning now. Before I went to work, or before I started my day. I was young, man. I was in my 20s, early 30s. You can't get me to come here at 5 in the morning now. But yeah. And I also think about how back then it was so easy for me to lose weight. Like now, since I'm getting ready to turn 50, well, might as well say I'm 50, thank you God, to even see that age that I'm sure everybody want to see one day. You know, like how now I started this whole journey of just changing my lifestyle when it comes to my eating habits, and you know, doing things to get and feel healthy. And the weight has come off, and I feel so good, and I'm thankful, and I look good, I feel good. But I was like, dang, why couldn't, you know, I almost got like with little regrets, like, dang, why didn't I think of this when I was younger, to do this and to get, you know, colon hydrotherapy and all this stuff to, you know, to change. When I say all this stuff, I'm talking about, you know, juicing and eating once a day, and though those are healthy meals, I mean, not, when I say healthy, they, you know, it's meat. I still eat the meat. When I first got my hydrocolon, I was just drinking juice and salads. But then I transitioned over to, you know, meat once a day. And I'm like, dang, and it feels so good. And I'm just used to it, right? So I'm like, why couldn't I? If I would have did that when I was younger, I would have been really small. But as y'all know, the weight don't come off fast. I'm very toned. I'm happy with, you know, my progress. But I know if I did this when I was young, I would have been so small. But the weight is coming off very slow. But like I said, I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna keep it up. You know, because you know, when you get older, your metabolism slow down. But I look good. I feel good. And yeah, I'm blessed. I am blessed, blessed, blessed. Somebody got a little crib. I was thinking about getting a crib for my little 3-year-old niece so she could be out here and get her. Yeah, I probably do that. My daughter had just gave me the suggestion. I just seen a girl with a stroller. Whew. But I might do that. Get her some little shit. Well, I already got her some shades. Let me tell you, when that little girl came to me, she ain't have nothing. I done brought her all little color. Of course, they little cheap little dollar shades, but I think sunshades look so cute on little girls. But yeah, guys, I'm just so thankful and I'm blessed. And turning 50, I don't take it for granted. I've been reflecting a lot, but I've been doing that since like summertime last year. So yeah, I don't know if that got anything to do with turning 50, but I've been reflecting a whole lot. And God is good. God is good. So what everybody talking about? Why you say with the F? Did I miss something? Girl, whoever you is, bye. Or is you a girl? Oh, she must was talking about that. Was she talking? I don't know. Was she talking about the guy who all covered up? Yeah, that was kind of crazy. As long as he over there, he stay over there, and I'll be over here. And I've been took a pic. I think he harmless though, because when he first came, I got in his face and literally took a picture even before I went on live to show y'all. Yeah, but guys, we got so much to be thankful for. There's so much going on in the world, and the fact that look at them dudes. I'm gonna walk right next to him. Everybody crossing. Everybody crossing. I'm a dog whisperer. They can be high up all they want. That's a channel 11. This is a channel 11, guys. They can be high up all they want. I can see it say the fake little channel 11. Now look at this. Ain't no high-speed chase. Ain't no criminals out. Everybody just trying to get a walk in. So you gotta ask yourself, why are they even out? For the Shanika girl. Look, they get ready to turn around. They turning around. You see how they slowed up and turning around? Wait a minute, do I see? They get ready to turn around. And they probably just go around in circles. I'm immune to it, guys. Let me tell y'all. I told y'all, I just want to know what type of experiment they doing. And even yesterday, I told you I got one letter I sent to the president of Johns Hopkins. No, actually, I was mailing 3 letters. Don't want to say those other 2 names yet, but it was 3 letters that I had mailed off yesterday. And yeah. So that shocked me, y'all, when I seen that Baltimore City Police was which again, I feel like they're props. I don't believe they're real. When I saw them coming off of John Hopkins Hospital roof, that is just like, that creeped me out. Like, what the heck? What is really going on? So, my daughter was like, Mom, why did you use sinister? If you really think about it, that's what it is. It's not saying that something bad is happening. I'm wishing bad on me. I'm just saying, that what's going on is evil. Who can just want to follow somebody and then not even tell them? I have a right to know why this is happening, because it's happening to me. So I'm not saying, I don't think Sinister was wishing bad on me. It's just what is going on. It's evil, Y'all know the Bible, y'all know God's promises, because I do. And I'm just thankful I'm blessed that I be turning 50. The big 5-0, y'all. It's crazy. Oh my goodness. Let me tell you, life comes at you fast. Cause just imagine if this wasn't happening. It would have been a girl named Shanika somewhere in Baltimore turning a big 5-0 and nobody know about it. My daughter had asked me, what would you, turning 50, what would you do now? My answer would be to say no. To say no to, even my loved ones. Say no. That's what, if I could do it again, I would say no to a lot of stuff. Of course, getting my brother home, that's no question. Like I said, if y'all know the story, y'all know the story. Y'all, like some people say, do you feel like your money was wasted? I don't care. I'm just happy he home. That's a no-brainer. I'd do that all over again. But the small stuff. Say no to the small stuff. And even now with me get ready to turn 50, I want to stop a lot of stuff too. Like, guys, like my cell phone bill, I got 6 different people, grown people on my phone bill. 6 different phones on my phone bill. And it be, there you go again, y'all. It be like, they be like, I'm gonna give you this, I'm gonna pay you every, and do they? No, they don't. And then they know, they know I don't have a job now. So you would think they'd say, well, I'm gonna make sure I give you my end of the phone bill, or I'm gonna make sure I give you, like, guys, that's what I'm, and I don't, and did I tell them yet? No, I'm getting ready to have, and I'm not talking about my daughter. It's so funny that my daughter is got her own phone bill, and my mother is on her plan. So, and y'all know I got nothing but men in my family, so y'all think about it. So I'm not talking about my daughter. My daughter and my mother is on the same plan. I'm on my own plan with 6 different phones, and people don't, it's crazy, but it seemed like when I turned 50, me about to turn 50, you might as well say I'm 50 now, I just have a low tolerance for, it's like I'm getting ready to be done with them phone bills. I'm getting ready to go into my phone company and say, I just want one phone, because giving me half the money or none of the money 90% of the times, or then when they do give me the half of their bill, it'd be half of the half, and it's not fair. And you would think that some people would say, you're not working, I'm gonna definitely help you, but nope. So I gotta start saying no. I gotta start this half of, and God bless you to live another half and to get to 50. I just want to be more selfish with the rest of my years. And, that's the advice I can give anybody. I don't know where that came from, but my daughter asked me that question, and I just want to be more selfish with the other half. And not being afraid to tell my loved ones, the people that I love dearly, no. God is good, guys. I'm thankful, I'm blessed. And y'all probably can't hear me because the wind blowing, but I'm getting ready to go. And y'all be blessed. Y'all be safe. Get out and enjoy the scenery. It's a beautiful day. This is the type of era I come from, being outside. It's so much going on social media, which I see all of it, guys. Let me tell you, if it's on YouTube, I see it, and I be in my own little world cracking up. But I'm like, you know what? I gotta worry about what's going on with me. Focus on me and where I need to go. And I just wish everybody the best. Always been that girl. Just want people doing well. Love seeing people doing well. Love just seeing people happy. I was playing Phil Collins this morning, and when I looked outside, it felt nostalgia, because back in the day when I wake up, I used to put all my windows up, and this when I was a kid, like right before I before I moved on my own. My mother would be gone, my brothers would be gone. That's when all of us were still living together doing our own thing. I put all my windows up and just blast. I'm done lines up. I don't like shades there. I be blasting Phil Collins, right? And everybody starts coming up to my house, coming up to my steps, coming in the house, just walking. Man, those was the good times. And I was playing that this morning, just reminiscing, like, y'all know I reflect a lot. And I think that's why a lot of people like being around me, because I always think about good things. Even when, like, people having a bad day and they want to come over, and they be like, well, Shanika make me feel good. Shanika, you made me feel better. Shanika is the person to go to, because I talk about good things. I would just sit, like, if one of my homegirls that I used to hang out with having a bad day, they come over. By the time they leave, they feeling so good, because I would sit and talk about all the fun stuff we did. Remember this, remember that, remember this. And before you know it, you forgetting about, whatever got you down or sad. So I advise anybody to just think of good things, talk about the good times. God didn't give us memories for nothing. Those memories are there for, they're memories for a reason. And I can, even all my good memories, my concert memories, I ain't even have a cell phone, but I can look back on my first ever concert. Y'all know that was my Salt-N-Pepa Heavy D concert, my first ever concert, to my last concert. And even my last concert, when cell phones wasn't, I had a motto, because I know I've been going to concerts since in the 80s. And I can still remember who came on the stage, how they performed and all that, and didn't have a cell phone. So when cell phones did come about and everybody got their phones in the air, I didn't do that because I'm like, the best memory is in your brain. And so my motto was always, when they come out on stage, whoever the artist would be, I would go and see that when they would come out on stage, I do their intro, and that's it. My phones is put away for the rest of the show, because I just come from a different world. Social media and all these phones, and the more subscribers you got, the more important you are. That stuff, I don't come from that world. I come from the real world. The real world. And this is it. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna go, but I thank y'all for the little 6 likes. And shout out to this. It's somebody who be liking, like, it's 3 to 4 times. Man, y'all the real MPV. Oh, they still here. They going around in circles, guys. They're still here watching me. They're actually over there between that point and that little, let me show you. They're in the middle of this. That point, which is on the right, that church, and that little tall building. I mean, that building with the little tall, skinny thing. Thing come out. That's City High School. So they sitting in between there, going back and forth. So yeah, guys, I'm getting ready to end this, and I'll see y'all soon. I know y'all probably want to see. I want to see how small her face got. I want. Y'all, it's funny. So all right, guys, I'm getting ready to go because I'll be on here talking about something else. Y'all, be good, be kind to y'all mind, be kind to others. Don't get caught up in this social media stuff. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, it's entertaining, right? But go out and get fresh air. Don't get caught up in these people's drama and their miserableness and their just, when I tell you, some of these people got very low energy, very down, dark energy. And the fact that, I'm like, it's people in the world follow them. It's very sad. But what you can do, pray for them and pray to God that you won't ever be like that, because it's a sad world we live in. The fact that these low vibrational people got followers, got people who look up to them. It's sad. And that just goes to show how much hurting people is in the world. We got a lot of hurt people in the world. And I look at my my life, like I told y'all, I've been reflecting on my life, and I'm like, God, you gave me such, for me and my brothers, right? And my brothers, they the ones was out ripping and running, and living, a full hard life, and always ducking and just being boys and being out here, right? And their body took a little toll, in their mid-50s, but they still here. They still moving. And I thank God. And I thank God for them. And, and I look at how I had, like, the beginning of my childhood, y'all know, was very, didn't understand it. I was immune to it because, you're a child. You think everybody go through that. But then, I had a very unusual life, right? An unusual life that most 11, 12-year-olds never had. Like the things I was doing, my cousins had to beg their mother to do, or they had to sneak and do. I remember I got my first gold tooth. And thank God I didn't have to get my tooth sawed down, but it was a permanent gold. I'm walking around with a permanent gold in the front of my mouth, a whole gold at that, a whole gold. Back then I got it in the 80s. So however age I was at 12 years old in the 80s, I got it. And I asked my mother once. She said no. And I went down my to, y'all know I always talk about the light skinned girls. Uh, their mother was crazy over me. And I said I want to get it. And she took me to get it. Because I was young, so I had to have an adult with me. She took me to get it, and I got it. And my mother ain't say nothing, but looked at me, rolled her eyes, and went on about her day. And again, I told y'all my mother always felt bad because she didn't really want to tell us, because you know how she let happen at such a young young age of me, for me and my brother. So, and I ain't hear nothing else about it. And I'm in the hood, 12 years old, with a whole permanent gold tooth in my mouth. And I got it taken out when I started working. My first job I got at 22. And then look at it like this. Most girls that I grew up with, they was having summer jobs at 15, 16. I didn't have to. And I tried to go and work at a fast food because I'm like, I want one of them jobs. I want to work, falling behind. You still young, trying to do what everybody else do. I was like, oh no. That Lord McDonald, how she was treating me, I said no. And she scarred me, because after that, I quit. She told me to take a little 10-minute break. It was like 10-15 minute break. I left, never came back. So that was the little first job I had, and I ain't never go back to work till I was like 21, 22, and worked all my life. But God gave me such soft, beautiful life, and did a lot of things at such a young age. And I was thinking, like, well, God, is this why you? Look, I'm looking at the helicopters now, right? Around the circles. I said they probably going by the live, even though it's saying nobody. Give me that life. Cause you gotta figure, guys, again. I was the girl people came over to, and wherever I was at, to be under me, to feel better for whatever they was going through. And again, guys, yes, I had heartaches. I had, people hurt my feelings and stuff like that. But my life was so full, I never stayed there. I never dwelled there. So it was always so busy and so much going on. But I find myself asking God this a lot, that He give me that life with no trouble, no type of hiccups, nothing. And the problems that I always got was from me taking in other people's problems and making it my own, right? To me really having that's why I say God is not going to put on us no more than we can bear. Did I go through all that for this? Whereas though I can be able to take it, and I ain't got to go through life saying, God, why you gave me this horrible life all my life? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That's what I be thinking. But God is good, and He's gave, like I said, I'm just thankful to be turning 50. I'm healthy. So many people, my age is not doing well, and, that I know, and on drugs, like I talk about, the girl I talked about who, my little childhood friend, which is the mother who took me to get my gold tooth, her youngest daughter, and I went with her, and she was shoplifting, and I wanted to shoplift with her, and I had all this money in my pocket. She on drugs real bad, you know what I mean? And she younger than me. She like 48, 47, 48, and and it's just like, but shout out to her, man. I miss them so much. Even when I was stealing with her, when I sold those underwears, if y'all watch my live, y'all know what I'm talking about. She didn't get caught. She came back and got caught because she knew that they grabbed me. So that's why I said, hey girl, oh my goodness. So all right, y'all, I'm getting ready to go. I talk to y'all. Y'all be blessed. I see y'all soon. Peace.